fuck me. I'm catching tiny tummy. And you make me sleep. I try and try. And I start to be sensible. You know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. And next time we'll talk it over. And we can start again. For you, I caught a lot of static. And me, I would like it automatic. Oh, what did you think would happen next? Oh, what could it ever be? So it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you.
It's the Hawks, and they're doing business on the road in an interconference NBA game. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Bazemore at the three, the small forward.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Here's Curry after the basket by Atlanta. Really left alone that time. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight. I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
And another basket for Golden State.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
And so it's Atlanta with it. 4-point game. Teague dishes to Horford. Fires from deep. That doesn't go in either for Teague. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Bazemore for three. Draymond Green pulls it in. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And that one's good, Barnes.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
The pass to Bazemore. Here's Horford. Atlanta again missing.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And really the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Korver with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. The Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Let's go. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Curry's got 8 points. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
And another basket for Golden State.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside Teague. From outside the arc. No good. Good D by Thompson.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them. It has not been an easy quarter for them, at least offensively speaking.
That pushes it to double digits. 14 points for Steph Curry.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense too.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
And it's sent back by Bogut. Now the Warriors moving it up. And that one's good, Barnes.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that. That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
They double-team Curry. And another basket for Golden State.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Pass to Bazemore. Beyond the arc. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Bazemore's got 8 points. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. The Warriors on top, up 9. And we'll get the second quarter on. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the 3. In the corner, Bazemore with it. And again, it's Atlanta.
And guys, you hear about how the Hawks are the jokingly referred to as the Spurs of the East. It has to do with their coach, Mike Budenholzer, who's really brought that philosophy here to Atlanta.
The Hawks trail by 9. Outside Teague. Passes to Bazemore. From past the arc. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Curry wide open. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Teague, here we go. And he gets the bucket. Teague's got his second bucket.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game. I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Here's Millsap. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Curry gets the bucket.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Baseline jumper. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
It's stolen by Teague.
Yeah, another turnover there. But, guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
Looking to get back on track here. Curry with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Curry with it. He's got 26. Millsap grabs the miss.
2 minutes left.
And for Green, the long arms, great anticipation. We talk about the IQ. Also the willingness to absorb contact, all part of what makes him special on the defensive end of the floor.
Curry outside, and that is good. Curry's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
It's stolen by Bogut. Outside Curry. It's a very good look and converts. Curry's got 31.
And, you know, now we have all these analytics. And if you look at all the advanced measures for defense, Draymond Green is one of the best in our game. I mean, and teams are better able to measure now defense with player tracking and the cameras. So I think that helped Green when the time came for him to sign his contract.
Curry with it. And it's Horford picking him up. Pulls it from the elbow. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Teague drives in. Bazemore for three. No luck. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Curry. Again, Golden State.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number one.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Teague. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
That's his first
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
There's Curry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Warriors lead by 16. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. 37 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
On the court for Atlanta, Teague and Korver are the guards. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center.